Welcome to Productive Joy with Dr. Christie, where fun meets action.
Hi, friends. Welcome to Productive Joy, the recap. Today, we're recapping Esther Stanhope. Oh my goodness, was she a ball of fun and energy? I can appreciate that because I'm a bold flavor and we know this. And I think it's important that I surround myself with people who make me happy. And she did. She called to us from London. She was a TV personality, but she really did the behind the scenes stuff first and then came out and recognized that she had something to add to the front line, not just what was behind the scenes. And she helps people become the best versions of themselves. And I think that's a pretty cool job, right? When you think about the things that we see in others and being able to bring those to the surface, there's just power in that. I know I think about my friends and my kids and how much I want them to shine and how much I see and all of the wonderful things that I see. And I think, oh, other people need to see that too. And that is truly what Esther does for people is she says, here's what I see when I see you. And I think other people should see that as well. So here we are in June, and this year is half over. I don't know how that happened. I feel like we just started 2026, but actually we didn't. We are fully in go mode, right? And so I want to encourage you to figure out what you want the rest of 2026 to look like. You know, I know we talk about New Year's resolutions in January or maybe February or even March, but then we kind of stop and then we just get into the grind of the year and off we go. But I think we need to reassess frequently. I have over here a bingo card of my goals for 2026, and it's helped me a lot to have them visibly available. And because I tend to set goals and then I don't look at them again until the following year when I pull out the notebook and go, oh, look at that. I didn't do any of those things. For example, one of the things that's on my list on here is ran a 5K because I wanted to run it. I used to run quite a bit, but I really don't much anymore. And I, in April, ran a 5K just because I wanted to. And I got to put a sticker on that box. I think we don't celebrate enough, right? We don't stop and say, hey, I did that thing, right? Yeah, it was a couple months ago, but I did it. And when we do it, we need to high five ourselves, right? Like, this is the thing. Yay, good job. I'm so proud of you for accomplishing the thing. So I really appreciated Esther's energy. The other thing I appreciated is she talked about Cynical Cyril. My husband actually has a friend named Cyril, and it is not a typical name, not one that you hear very often ever, but he does have this friend. So when I heard the name, I was like, oh, I know a Cyril. But Cynical Cyril is the little devil that sits on her shoulder that tells her she can't, that she's not good enough, that she's an imposter, that she doesn't belong. And I think we all have a cynical Cyril, and it's time for us to flick him off our shoulder. Not flick him off, just flick him off our shoulder. Get him to stop whispering in our ear, because what happens is the more we hear it, the more we start to listen. And it's always going to be there, right? But we have to tamp that voice down and build up the voice that says you can. You do belong here. This is exactly where you're supposed to be. We're proud of you. Keep going. Keep doing the thing. I'm not always good at that. I'd like to be. I am a doer, right? So, we've talked about the Enneagram before and personalities, and I'm a 7, enthusiastic optimist. But when I'm not healthy, when I am folding in on myself a little bit, I drift into the perfectionist. And the perfectionist's biggest Achilles heel is the listening to the wrong voice, listening to Cynical Cyril instead of the one that's telling you can. And so when I'm unhealthy, I go to the bad side of one. And I definitely start to listen to that voice. And I guess I'm here to tell you today, you don't have to listen to that voice ever. But if today is a day that you are listening to that voice, I'm going to encourage you to listen to mine instead. You are worth it. You are incredible. You are the kind of person that everybody needs in their life. You have gifts that you haven't even tapped into yet, and those gifts are needed. And everybody doesn't need your gift, and that's okay. It's okay if you offer your gift and somebody says no, thank you. But what's not okay is to keep your gift to yourself. You have too many wonderful things to give away to keep it to yourself. So I don't know why you choose to listen. I am so grateful that you do, but I don't know what your motivator is. I don't know if it's because my voice puts you to sleep I don't know if maybe it's because you need that little reminder that productive joy is attainable. Maybe you need a little nugget of wisdom or two, and this is an easy listen on your way to work, or when you're working out, or when you're on a walk, or whatever it might be. But I do really, 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 really want to encourage you today to know that you are worth it, to listen to the right voice, to flick cynical Cyril off your shoulder, and to recognize that you are perfect exactly the way you are. And no, I am not suggesting that you stop growing and that you not get any better, because you can. But I am suggesting that you take a second to say, dang it, I'm pretty good. Yeah, I did that thing, or I am going to do that thing, or I showed up today, and that's a win. It's been a rough year. Things have not looked the way we thought they were going to look in 2026. And by we, I mean most industries. I know that things are changing rapidly, and we don't necessarily have the same security that we once did. And I know that it's going to be okay. And okay is going to look different, and all change comes with loss. So there's a little bit of, oh, shoot, I don't get to do that anymore. But what do I get to do instead? And that's back to, you all know I'm not a Pollyanna exactly, but I definitely look for the good. And that is a choice. I choose to look for the good because it's not always apparent. But when I seek it out, I always find it. So today I want you to find it. I want you to find the good. I want you to think about Esther and her vibrant personality and her passion for life, and recognize that you can have that too, and that you don't have to be invisible anymore, right? She's Visibly Brilliant is the name of her book. And you don't have to be invisible. You can be visible. You can be on the front line. And that's not about showing off. That's about sharing. That's about sharing your brilliance. So next week, I wanted you to get excited because the man that I interviewed, his name is Jerry D. Goldstein, talks about some ways of becoming or finding your unique value, right? Your unique propositional value. That's the thing that you bring to the table, right? Amy Kemp taught us about your unique genius. Same thing. It's the thing that you bring that nobody else can. And I need you to lean into that because the world needs it and you're worth it. So today, I need you to know you're worth it. I need you to hear that loud and clear, and I need you to do something with it. I would love to hear from you if this is new information, if you don't feel like you see it very well, if you would like somebody to help you find it. That's what I'm here for. So just email me at Christie, CHRISTIE, @intentionalitygroup.com. I know you've heard me say that a lot of times if you've been a listener for any amount of time, and it's on purpose. I'm doing that intentionally because I want you to reach out. I want you to know that you're not alone in this world, and that together we can figure out what your unique propositional value, words are hard today, what that is and how you can lean into it. So I am so excited that you chose to be here with me. I am so honored that you're a listener. I need you to share this with all the people you know so that other people can find some more productive joy, because that's the only way they're going to find it from here. And I need you today, friends, to do something differently so that you can figure out a way to turn fun into action.